Hi, I'm 16 and I really need to move out.
Hi, sweetie. I was there. When I was 16, I wanted out too. First of all, you've got to be 18 to sign a contract, and a lease is a contract. The other thing is, and this is to keep in mind no matter how old you are, your gross income you put down has to be about 3 times what the rent is. Now, there are some apartments out there that will let you qualify at 2.5 times. My first suggestion would be to save your money. Get a job, even if it's part-time right now, and start saving that money so that you're prepared. When you turn 18, you actually have some cash in your pocket to go out and make an application. They want you to have 6 months on the job, so you've got to be working somewhere to even be able to save that money. So get a job. I don't care what you're doing in the meantime. Just keep working, keep working, keep working. And the 2 things that I can think of without having some kind of professional certification where you can make the best possible money at 18 years old. You don't have your college degree yet, and you don't have any kind of professional certification, would be either some kind of commission work or waiting tables where they serve alcohol, because you can make a lot of money in tips, and commission work, you make as much money as you work hard for. If you do not have any established credit, you will have to pay an additional month's rent as deposit unless you have a cosigner or a guarantor. And it doesn't have to be your parents. It could be someone else. Now, the least they would have to be able to show that they make is 5 times whatever your rent is, because they're kind of showing the apartments that they can pay their own rent and they could pay yours if you default. But hopefully you won't default. Apartmentlist.com is a great site that I found to look at some of the median rents all over the United States. After doing some research, I found that my market area is one of the least expensive in the U.S., but you're looking at about $839 a month for a 1-bedroom. We're talking close to $2,700 a month that you would have to be able to show gross. And that's a lot of money. So what do you do if you can't come up with that kind of money? Think about getting a roommate. Think about getting 2 roommates. And you can split the rent 3 ways. The apartments do allow you to combine your income. So you make $1,200 a month, your roommate makes $2,000 a month, roommate number 3, we're doing a 3-bedroom here, roommate number 3 makes $950 a month. They'll let y'all take that money, add it together, and you can get you a 3-bedroom that way. If you're looking at roommates, start paying really close attention to your friends, the people that you might consider to have as roommates. Make sure that they are the most responsible kids that you know. Look at the people that keep their word, pay their parents back, pay their friends back, pay their bills, aren't always borrowing money, because in apartment rental, or if you're renting a house, everyone that is on the lease is individually responsible and they are jointly responsible. So what this means is your roommate or roommates are there, everything's rocking along, one of them decides to take off, you are still responsible for all of that rent. They are too, but they took off, so obviously they don't care. So assuming you've only been paying your share, which is $600, and all of a sudden, $1,800 is due the next month because 2 of your roommates have skipped out, That entire $1,800 is on your plate. You are completely responsible for it. So make sure to pick out your most responsible friends when you start talking about roommating. If you all can get a cosigner or cosigners or guarantors, you may even be able to take advantage of some move-in specials. By the way, I recommend if you're going to try to move in the autumn months. The autumn or the winter months. The rents always go up in the summer, in the warmer months. All of the apartments, of course, they're not bills paid. That's the old days. You've got to pay your own electricity. An electric deposit is approximately 2 times what the average electric bill for whatever that apartment unit might be. I talked to the largest electric company in Houston, and they told me that 1-bedroom apartment electric bills range from about $60 to about $90. You're looking ballpark $120 to $180 for your electricity deposit. The apartments generally have you pay for water and trash to them. Think hard before you decide to take your pet with you. Pet deposits are astronomical. You're looking, in addition to the apartment deposit, you're looking at minimum $400, half of which is usually non-refundable. So that's definitely something to think about. Some of the apartments are requiring that you have renter's insurance too. I talked to several of them this week just to make sure, and indeed you can generally buy the insurance through them, and it's only about an extra $10 a month. How much will you really need? Okay, I found a great website called Numbeo, Numbeo, and it gives you a good idea of cost estimates all over the United States. It depends on what market you're talking about moving into. For deposits, cost of living in that market, utilities, all of that sort of thing. So you can actually plug in the market that you want to be living in. And by market, I'm talking about area, whether it's Detroit or New York or Michigan or Texas or Colorado, wherever it is, and you can choose your city and put this information in. It will really give you a great idea of the cost of living in that area.
I've really got to get out, but the cheaper places are in sketchy neighborhoods.
I don't know what your home situation is, but I will tell you that even if you have to go into not such a nice area, it's not the Taj Mahal where you're moving. If you're trying to get out of a bad situation, sometimes it's better to be in a place that it's not so fancy, but it feels safe. It's most important for you to be in a safe, cozy environment. And there's things that you can do. There are some known things that you can do to stay safe. Don't choose a unit that's at the back of an apartment complex. Have something that's closer up to the front. Have something that's well lit. Usually a second floor apartment is safer than a first floor apartment. And just use good sense. Keep your doors locked. Keep your drapes drawn. Good lighting is probably the very best security measure you can take. Okay. I want to talk a little bit about how you dress when you go in to apply for your apartment. This isn't a law. This isn't a rule. It's nowhere on the application. But I'll tell you what, it is important. It will set you ahead of the other applicants. What you want is you want that manager or that leasing agent, whoever is looking at you, to go out of their way for you, to want to help you get approved. So dress nicely. Dress like you would if you're going to see your grandma. Young men, wear a pair of slacks, a polo shirt, closed-toed shoes. Don't come in with your dirty old toenails hanging out of flip-flops and a raggedy t-shirt. Look nice. Be clean. I'm not saying a suit and tie. Just, I kid you not, like you'd be dressing to visit your grandmother. And girls, oh my God, no, short shorts. No raggedy jeans, no sparkles on your behind, no crop tops, no cleavage. No. Be clean, be fresh. And if you're going in there with your boyfriend or your friends, whatever, don't be hanging all over each other. Walk in like the young adults that you want to be perceived as. I cannot begin to tell you how far this will go to help you get approved. When they want to go out of their way for you, and this works for everything in life, when that person you're dealing with likes you and wants to go out of their way for you, it'll help. You'd be surprised how far it'll get you. Do that, and you got a few extra points on your side getting yourself approved for that apartment. Anyway, I'd love to hear your comments below, and if you've got any questions, feel free to ask. You can leave a message on our voicemail or at dba2a.com. Bye. Talk to you soon.
Hey guys, I really hope you enjoyed watching that video. That was my mom, by the way. Isn't she cool? So we've picked out a couple of videos for you guys to check out. This one right here and that one right there. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.